Hello, all my friends. I hope everybody is doing well today. And as promised, I'm going to give you my summation of the movie Alto Knights starring Robert De Niro. Now, first of all, if you recall, I was the one who said that De Niro this was going to be his swan movie and he was to do a great job. Unfortunately, folks, I was wrong, and when I'm wrong, I admit it. Now, a lot of you probably know that I know a lot of these filmmakers who made this movie, and I know exactly what transpired, how the movie got made, and so forth. Now, this movie, starring Robert De Niro, Alto Knights is the name of it, playing both Frank Costello and Vito Genovese. Now, first of all, a lot of people don't even know who those people are. A lot of us older people know, but the younger people don't know. Okay? And for those of you who read my book, you will see that I did know Frank Costello. And I'm going to tell you, I didn't see him on the screen. Okay? Now, how did the movie get made? Erwin Winkler, who is 90-something years old, is a producer, and he's got a lot of power in Hollywood. Once De Niro read it, De Niro wanted to play both parts. And that's the reason Warner Brothers bought it. It was written by Nick Pileggi, who also wrote Casino, Goodfellas, and other films. You all know those movies. Now, what happened here? Barry Levinson, who was a great director and has done some great stuff in the past. However, he's also elderly. He's 82 years old. And when I watched the movie, I got it for free, first of all, folks. So I didn't have to go to theater to pay for it. Because if I did, I probably would have been one of those people who did go and walked out, and I could understand why they walked out. It was a terrible movie. I hate to say it. Okay? Great filmmakers back in their day, but not for today. Let's talk about things that in the film that I saw. First of all, if you saw the chin shooting Frank Costello at the elevator of Frank Costello's apartment building, you would have noticed they had something on his chin, on the chin's chin. Makeup put it there, because they didn't know what the hell, why they called him the chin. They felt there was something wrong with it, which was not the case. So, Barry Levinson did not do his research. He did not know his characters. Martin Scorsese knows his characters. There's a big difference. Barry Levinson didn't know none of these characters in this movie. When they shot Frank Costello, when they shot Albert Anastasia in the barber shop, and he was lying dead on the floor, if you notice, Albert is moving his lips after he's dead. He left that part in instead of reshooting that scene. Those are just few of the things that went wrong. Now, as I watched it, folks, I did not know who who Vito Genovese was, or who Frank Costello was. Makeup did a horrible job of trying to distinguish the two. Okay? Yeah, they tried different bands on the hats, this and that. Didn't work, folks. Now, if you notice, also, for those of you who unfortunately watched it like I did, all right, at the end of the day, you got Vito Genovese and Frank Costello with their wives and their girlfriends telling them about their days of work. Never, never happened. These gentlemen would never tell their wives or their girlfriend. When I was in life, none of my wives knew that I was involved. They might have had a suspicion, but they didn't know. I didn't go home and discuss my business with them. How stupid can you be? And anybody that knows anything about the line, you don't go home and discuss who you killed, all right, with your wife or girlfriend and why you killed them. You don't do that. Here it is. You had some fine actors, okay? Now, that was not in the script, by the way, okay? It's another mistake that Barry Levinson made. You got to remember that a director is the boss on a movie set. He's the one who tells the actors and actresses what to do and how to do it. But he allows the actors and actresses to ad-lib because that was not in the script, and I know that for a fact. So folks, I give that a big, big thumbs down to Alto Knights. Tell me what your thought. Leave a comment, leave a like, let me know what you think. Thank you, folks. I love you all. Take care.